Everybody's
He didn't jump over here, did he?
everybody's all fired up for Youngstown Week for Mark, but people forget about you too.
Well, we're all in the family, so it'll be a family affair, and it'll be great to see all my brothers and sisters and my mother. So yeah, we're all excited. It'll be hopefully a great weekend. We certainly have to get on the field and play well. So that's really the priority.
We know your dad coached at the high school level. You all were there all the time. Was going to the Penguins game, was that ever a thing for the Stoopses back in the day?
No, we didn't go to many games. Yeah, my uncle Bob Stoops coached for Coach Trussell for 10 years, and then obviously my brother Ron coached with Bo Pelini and I think Eric Wolford for probably maybe 6-8 years. So we have family history there. Coach Trussell did an unbelievable job. He's a close friend of our family, so we took a lot of pride in it, but we were just caught up in our own stuff, playing in high school, and then once we left, we really never came back to Youngstown, obviously to see my mother, but our jobs playing and coaching have taken us to much different places, and just don't have time during the fall.
How do you keep, as you mentioned earlier, you got a job to do, but I'm sure you're getting ticket requests and all that stuff. How do you separate the two and make sure that you stick to the job you have to do?
Well, my family's taken care of for the most part. Mark is, as Mark is taking care of, most of that. So my family will be together, and that's that's the most important part. But for them, they'll be up in his, for his suite, I would imagine, most of them, and we'll be coaching, and it'll be business as usual. I think for us, it's we've had family into a lot of games, a lot of big games before. So again, once you get into your routine on Friday, you kind of get locked into what you're doing, and that other stuff will, for me personally, will not affect what we do on Saturday.
Mike, the 2 games into this, where's the biggest way you can notice the experience of those linebackers coming into play?
Me being here for the first year, I noticed it Saturday in a big game like that. The calm demeanor, no one got rattled. Everybody knew that this was going to end up being a knockdown drag out, and that's how it played out. We just kind of kept our composure, kept playing, kept forcing them to make plays and make some mistakes, and we were able to capitalize on them. And that's what good teams do. That's what the experience. I think you saw the experience in our linebackers, and the depth we have there really helped us throughout the course of that game.
You mentioned some of the coaches earlier that come from Youngstown and do big things. Is there something in the water there? What is it about Youngstown that makes coaches?
Well, I just think it's a unique culture that we grew up in, the environment, the toughness, the edge. A lot of us grew up with playing. Football was a way of life for us, and for a lot of people that grew up in northeastern Ohio, that was really the fabric of the communities. And you can go on to, there are endless players and coaches, so we'd be out here all night, kind of talking about it. But it was, during that era, it was probably, one of the better areas collectively of football talent during the, 70s, 80s, and then, it kind of evaporated a little bit. There's, the communities have dwindled in numbers. The population has dwindled just because of the manufacturing and the steel. Manufacturing jobs all have left. So that's hurt the community in a lot of ways. But again, there's just so much history when you go back and look at the quality.